I'm so excited. I don't know if you heard, it was so funny. This is like a skincare day, like by coincidence. I was like so fed up with like my skin allergies and everything that I've said this a million times, but I think this is it. I think I figured out what's causing my skin allergies.
What?
So I'm crossing my fingers. I so I know I have a nickel allergy.
Okay.
And now nickel is in everything. And I realized that if you have a nickel allergy, you might be allergic to your laptop. Which is like,
What?
I know. It's like a weird thing to say that you're allergic to. So I got like a skin for my laptop to like cover it up and see. So because I've changed everything and you know, we'll talk about that during our conversation. Like I've literally like everything I've tried and nothing's worked. So I'm crossing my fingers that I figured it out.
Sometimes people are allergic if you're allergic to certain minerals, like mineral makeup is bad too.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, so if you're using like a mineral makeup,
I am. Yes.
that might be the culprit.
Oh, that's good to know. So does that have anything in like it has like allergens, I guess, that I think
Yeah, that you might be allergic to one of the minerals in there.
oh, you see, and you think you're doing something right, like, oh, I'm gonna buy something
Yeah,
like all natural.
yeah.
So, all right,
Well, naturally, not always.
I'm gonna look into that. No, that's good to know. And I'm sure we'll talk more about that. Um, so I just, for some people who don't know, I just wanted to mention that I know Jayne from working at one of my favorite places in the whole entire world, Nicoletti's for the home. I started out as a customer there, and now I work there, and pretty much just spend my whole paycheck buying home decor.
You could give it back.
It's terrible. I really, Jayne, I don't know what it is. I bought two things this time. I I went against my like only buy one thing rule. I can't help myself.
It's okay. We don't mind.
It's so hard. It's such a beautiful place, and Jayne is so wonderful to work with, and I'm
Thanks.
so
We have fun.
blessed. We really do. I'm really blessed to have like met all of you, and I look forward to working there all the time. So I'm hoping to be able to work more in the summer. Um, so I want to jump right to it because I have so many questions for you, and I just want to like jump right in. And I did mention before, so this is perfect timing to talk about this right now
Right.
because we're making the jump from the cooler months to the warmer months. And, you know, when you think skincare routine, it's a routine. So some people
Hmm.
might be doing the same thing all year long. So should we be doing something now that we're going into like different temperatures? Should we be doing something different to prep our skin for the change?
Well, I know a lot of people, the question they ask a lot is like how to get like the dead skin cells off from like the dryness.
Yes.
Wintertime. I have very sensitive skin. I always have, and I use retinol. We'll talk about that in a second. So like I can't use like anything that scrubs my skin too much or toners. So part of the reason I'm doing the giveaway with the mask is during quarantine, I discovered masks and I never was really into it. And again, I was afraid that I would get all red or raw. Whenever I use anything like that, toner, I feel it stinging. There's something about it. Like you said, there's an allergy. There's just something me and toners don't mix.
Yeah.
But I discovered masks are okay. And if they're hydrating masks,
Okay.
usually I don't have a problem with it. And I feel like that kind of helps.
All right.
So if you want to try using a mask, that's one thing. And the other thing is something you should be doing all year round, but we are outside more during this time of year. But people get annoyed with me because I will knock you over the head and tell you to use sunscreen.
Yes. No, it's so important.
It's
It,
so important, and people don't realize, you know, I'm older and I wish I didn't sit out in the sun all the time. Now, you have to have a life, don't get me wrong.
right.
Like, it should be part of your daily routine, just like putting on deodorant.
Mm.
And a lot of people say, oh, you know, well, there's stuff in it that's not good for you. Yes, but the percentage of what's not good for you in sunblock
Right.
compared to getting cancer,
Right.
is like this much.
Right. It's like the
So forget about, yeah. You,
yes. Yeah.
you want, forget about wrinkles, forget about that. What about skin cancer?
Right.
So you should be using it. And a lot of people think that if their makeup says it has SPF in it, that that's enough. But you basically would have to squeeze out about this much makeup, like the palm of your hand, to get the full protection. And who is going to put that much foundation on their face? Like that's how much, like a good gulpball size to get the same amount of protection if you just use a regular old SPF.
I never thought about that, but that does make sense because, it's a foundation, so it's mixed in with
Right,
other ingredients, so it's not just your full like sunblock.
right.
So that makes a lot of sense. I never thought about that, but that makes total sense.
And there's a lot on the market now. Some do leave a white cast. What I would do, like if you have a favorite one that you use, it doesn't make you break out, but it does give you a little bit of a white cast. I've been mixing it with like a tinted moisturizer.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah, and just do like a shade darker than what you are, just to outcast the white.
Right.
Or I wanted to show, like, I'm not product pushing, I'm not making any money, but I got this Australian Gold has a tinted SPF 50 moisturizer or whatever it is, or it's an SPF.
That's a good company too.
I know. I love this stuff because I feel like when I go out, just like I don't want to look like pale or whatever, this has like a tint in it and I feel like it gives me protection. So like this is like the first thing I'll grab. It's really good. And there's probably so many others on the market. That's just one I know that doesn't like make me break out, or
Yes.
I don't have an adverse effect to it. But there's so many now, so many. There's no like excuse. You have to wear it. You have to. And even one of the companies, I don't know if I took it out, that I'm an ambassador for, it's called City Beauty. It's a little bit of a luxury brand, but they even have one that's like an SPF 39, which is not bad. That also has like a property, like a blurring property if you have older skin.
Yes.
Yeah, or it has like before you put on your makeup, what do you call it? I can't think for a minute. Before you put on your makeup, there's
like
oh my
a
God.
foundation.
Yeah, before you put it on, it like makes it stays on better. Like
Oh,
it's,
like a
I
primer.
can't think of the word right.
A
A primer. I don't know why. I'm not even drinking. I'm drinking more. This is why I'm drinking more. I forget how to say things.
The only reason why I know is how when you order from Sephora they give you like the little samples and stuff.
Yeah.
So I picked and it's the first time, it's funny you mentioned blurring. It's the first time I saw like a blurring. I was like, what the heck is that? And so I got a blurring primer. I really like it. And I like the way
Yeah.
it like feels on my skin. So, and of course I had to check all the ingredients because I'm allergic to everything now. But yeah, I love it. I never heard about that until
Yeah, the blurring primers are really good. And I have so many primer sticks I got from like Maybelline that I love. And it's just like, and I like the way it feels. Like you said, it gives you like, it just gives you like this smoothness. Like it's hard to explain. It's like Vaseline without being greasy.
Yes, it's
That's
like
the
a
best way to
satin.
explain it.
Yes, I agree. That's a perfect. It's like a satin kind of like, and your skin goes on so much smoother. So for me, because I have a lot of like imperfections and sometimes like bumps from my allergies, like I have like hives and stuff. It's like still glamorous. It definitely, I've noticed that using the blurring primer, it definitely has helped in applying my makeup because it's like less cakey, Yeah.
Kind of gives you like a barrier, and it makes it like the foundation sticks to the primer and like doesn't like deep into it. It just gives you an overall better feel.
Yeah, like one of my things that I hate is when like your concealer or like your foundation gets into like all the crevices by the end of the day, like all of like
That's
stuff like that.
That's just hard. That's just like the nature of the beast,
Yeah.
The best thing, I never used to have to use powder until I was like in my mid 40s, because all of a sudden like my forehead is so shiny all the time. And I just got like some good powders, and I just powder through like once a day. I also have, and I reviewed it on my YouTube channel. It's like this rolling thing. I'll put a link to it somewhere. But it's like this thing from Revlon. It has like a rolling, I forgot what it's made out of, but you literally just take this stick and you roll it like that, and it takes out all the grease.
Oh,
I don't know
wow.
what it is. It doesn't even disturb the makeup. I'll link it. I'm actually, when this is done, I want to link like a bunch of stuff that we talk
Yeah.
about so people can find it, but I'll
Yeah.
remember to add that to the list. It's like, and it's not even expensive. It's like $10, 10, $12. And you can take the little rolling thing out and you can like clean it. I
That's
forgot
so,
what it's made out of. I say in the video, I don't remember, but it's great. There's so many things on the market now. Like it's crazy.
yeah,
You
I
could
like that
buy
you
so
can use
much.
it like after putting makeup on. That's pretty cool. So it's like
Yeah.
something you carry around to kind of like whenever you get like that little shiny look through the middle of the day. That's
Right.
really,
And you're busy at work and you're like, you don't have time to go,
yeah.
go crazy.
I need that. Yeah, so if you can, that would be amazing if you can like link all the things that we talk about. That would be really helpful.
Yeah, I linked some of them that I had planned and I have to remember to add that, like whatever we
Okay,
talked
yeah.
about.
I'm definitely getting that because I have such
Yeah,
a
it's
problem.
great.
Because I have to moisturize so much because of my allergy is that like by the end of the day, it's just like
Mm-hmm.
my skin just feels terrible. So
Mm-hmm.
I need something like that because it's just like caking and oh. So speaking of that, for someone like me who has like I have to like put so much on my face like, just to kind
But
of like
why? But
well, just because of these allergies that I have, I need to
Mhm.
like just make sure that I'm like using the proper like beauty products. I'm using the proper like preventative things and like
Okay.
moisturizers. Because the second my skin gets dry, it's like oh, it's awful. It's so bad. So it's like it's terrible. It never used to be like this. So
Wait, so your skin gets dry?
yeah, it gets so it by the if I put makeup on, it's
Mm-hmm.
just because of all the things that I have on. It gets like greasy by the end of the day. But if I have like nothing on, like if like after a night's sleep or something like that,
Right.
crazy dry because it's kind of like I guess the best way to describe it is that it's like healing, because it's constantly like breaking out. So it's
Okay.
healing. So it's getting like that, like dry skin kind of. Oh, it's terrible.
Do you do you use anything for the breaking out?
I right now haven't. I thought that I found something, and then I ended up being allergic to it.
What was it? I'm curious.
Um, I went to Trader Joe's and they had just like a cleanser. 'Cause I'm trying to start simple. I'm like, I just want something simple. There's literally like nothing in it, like just a simple cleanser, and I can't use it. So
So that's
right now, the only thing, but now that I figured out the nickel thing, I might be better now. But I could only use like Dr. Bronner's, like literally like fragrance free, everything. It has literally one ingredient in it. It's like the only thing that doesn't break my face out. It's terrible.
it's funny you talk about cleansers because I've tried everything. And because my skin is like combination, and then, I'll break out with oil here, I'll be dry here. Laugh. I find that like Pond's cold cream is like the only thing that really works.
Okay, that's good to know.
Like, I've tried everything and I've
I'll
tried
try.
high end, low end. Like it's the only thing that breaks up the makeup enough for me.
Right.
I wash my face. I don't double cleanse. I don't use a toner. Again, I can't do that.
Yeah, I can't do
But
that.
if you wash it off, like everybody's like, oh, it's so greasy. But if you wash it off, it's fine. Like I haven't had a problem with it. I haven't broken
Yeah,
out. It didn't leave like a film. Like I'm just finding like I went back to good old Pond.
that's good. I'll try absolutely anything. It's like and I get so
Yeah.
excited because I guess it takes a while for my skin to realize it's allergic to something. So I'll use it and I'm like, oh wow, this is great. It looks good. And then like a next
I'm
couple of days,
telling you, try not using the mineral makeup.
I'm gonna try that. Yeah. I think I just need to not wear makeup for a while altogether right now and just like
Right.
start over again and just like
Right.
heal. So I think that's something that I have no choice that I have to do. But
Hmm.
but right now I'm doing like so like we said I'm doing like I'm washing my face with a cleanser, then using like an eczema kind of moisturizer, and then
Okay.
the primer, and then your makeup and stuff. So I know like you said, there's so many different products that do so much for us and so many different choices. So for someone who's using like so many different products. Is there like an order in which we should be always
Yeah, there is.
on?
There is. And everybody, it's so funny because when I've researched like what the order should be, there's kind of like a standard thing, but like you can tweak it. It doesn't have to be 100%. Depends on your skin because some people have oily skin, some people have dry skin, some people have combination. But what I found for my, older skin, and I had posted a carousel about this, I found, and I'm going to tell you about something that actually I just discovered that might work for you. But anyway, I'm finding that if I cleanse, and then if you want to, if your skin can handle it, you do the toning after, the double cleanse. I just really wash my face well.
Yeah.
I first put on like an oil or a serum,
Okay.
something a little bit on the lighter side. Then I put on, you can, like, let's just say you're someone that has like a strong vitamin C serum you want to use. I use retinol. I'll tell you about that in a second. Then I'll put my retinol on. And then I'll put like the heavy moisturizer on. So I kind of like sandwich it.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's the nighttime routine. I
Okay.
basically do the same thing in the morning because I won't use retinol in the morning because my skin is too sensitive to the amount that I use. I'll tell you about that again. So
Yeah.
I only use my retinol like 3 nights a week,
Oh,
3 or 4. Yeah. So in the morning, I'm not using it, but I'll use a vitamin C, and then like I'll use a lighter moisturizer, depending.
okay.
So I feel like the nighttime routine is so expensive. I'm so important, but the only thing expensive too is probably
I know it is, but it's worth it. It's so worth it.
right. But the morning routine, you don't have to get crazy, but the SPF is very important. The SPF should be the last thing you put on
Oh, really?
before your makeup. Yeah.
Huh. Okay. So you do your whole, pretty much like your nighttime routine, minus the retinol and then the SPF, and then you get into your makeup.
Right. And like I said, I'll use a little bit of a lighter moisturizer because it's not the nighttime. So,
Yeah.
between that and the SPF and then the makeup, it's like I don't want to get too crazy.
Right, right. Because then I hate that feeling of like having too much on your face.
Yeah.
And that's where I think like putting everything on in a certain order comes in, because
Right.
I feel like, I don't know, there has to be some kind of like formula to it.
Right. And then what I've been doing, and again, I'm older, so like this is just something I recommend to older women, but a lot of younger women are doing it too. So there's a new thing called slugging. So at the end, after you put everything on, you can take Vaseline or Aquaphor and then you put it on your face to lock in whatever you've done, like the moisture.
Huh.
But I think people are scared, like, oh my God, they're picturing and envisioning themselves like slapping on all this Vaseline. I literally like dip my finger, maybe put like a dime size amount.
Okay.
And then like I start at my chin and my neck because those are my drier areas.
Okay.
And then in the end, I'll just like go like that on my forehead because that's so oily up there. It just probably doesn't even need it. But like, you don't need that much.
Okay.
So you don't have to slather it on, but it's just like a little bit.
And it just kind of like seals everything in that you've put on prior to that.
Right.
Okay.
And I also sleep for my hair though, but it helps your skin too, on a satin pillow versus a cotton one.
Such a game changer. Yes. I
Yeah.
started doing that. And it's like, I love it so much. And I usually with my hair extensions, I have to like, it takes me forever to like redo them in the morning, but not so much anymore with the
Because you're
satin.
using the satin?
Yeah, because it's so much more gentler, I think.
Uh-huh. And it doesn't strip your hair of the oils. And the same thing with your face. It won't break down the oils that you have. The only thing is that satin pillow the case gets a little more dirty
Yeah.
because, it literally, it's just like going against the skin. So,
Yeah.
you've got to clean it more often, but who
Yes,
cares?
I noticed that. Yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah. But that really like helped. That's like, it's all over TikTok with people with the slugging. I'm like, I was doing that like in the 80s. Like that's something my mother would do,
Oh, it's so it's not like a new thing. I didn't know that.
No, it's like it's coming back like the 90s clothes, you know, it's like
Yeah.
everything comes back. So like everybody's been into doing it again. But like if you'd ask my mom if she's still alive, that she's like does what we all did, you know?
Yeah. Oh, I never knew that. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I've never heard of it before, and I thought it was just like, oh, like some new thing, like that all I don't know that everyone's doing.
No,
So
because what happened was I think it was like the early 70s. I could be wrong, maybe later. They said petroleum in the Vaseline wasn't good for you, but that was nonsense. So people
right.
stopped using it, but
Okay.
and
Yeah,
I don't think it
that's
makes me either.
that's pretty much like in terms of like chapsticks and things like that is the only
Yeah.
thing that I can use again that I'm not allergic to. It's crazy. Apparently, they say your skin changes, what is it, every like 7 to 10 years or something like that. Or
They say 7 years. I'm trying to think like when like I felt like I got old lady skin, like, you know, it's like it's such a difference. And you know, you want to say it was menopause, but not really. Like it was way before that. I think it's when you hit a certain age. It's just they say like every year you lose like collagen a certain
yeah,
percentage.
I started
So
that now. Have you done that at all? The collagen
the
powder?
what?
The collagen powders, have you tried?
Have my problem was that you're gonna laugh. So I don't consume red meat or pork. So I did the fish one.
Oh,
And
okay.
then after about 6 months of taking it, my hair and nails were growing. I didn't see any difference in my skin, maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
But then I started to get like a GERD.
Wait, what is that?
That's like when you get like the thing in your esophagus. It's almost like acid reflux.
Oh no.
And I realized when I started taking things out of my diet, putting them back in, I'm like, you know what? I read online that the fish collagen could do it.
Mhm.
Stopped using it, and I was better.
Oh, okay. Ugh. See,
Yeah.
it's so hard. Like you try something that just for like a benefit and see that if it's gonna help,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it just doesn't work out. I'm glad you figured out what it was. That's terrible.
Yeah, because it was bothering me. Like I thought maybe it was like drinking too much. I cut out alcohol, but that didn't help. Like, and it was just getting worse and worse. And I
Yeah.
realized that's what it was.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
never a dull moment. It's like, oh,
No, and now I just take like hair vitamins that I really like. But for my skin, I really, it, you know, it's what you put into your mouth.
yeah,
You know, aside from taking care of it, but diet has a lot to do with it, a lot.
I agree. I agree.
And
Yep.
I don't care what anybody says. It's like what you put in is what's gonna come out.
No, that's very true. And sometimes that's one of the last things that you think about
Mm-hmm.
because you're all about, okay, like topical, but you also
Right.
have to think about what you're ingesting as well. So that's such a good,
Right.
yep, that's a very good point.
I
Yep.
feel like if you eat a lot of food with a lot of preservatives in it, it's not good for your skin.
Right.
You know, high sugar, obviously, everybody knows on the
Yeah.
planet that that's bad. And stuff like that. It could really wreak havoc on your skin.
No, I know. I do notice that. It's so hard sometimes to have no self-control with like candy and snacks and home decor, apparently. But
That's okay. That won't hurt your skin. That'll make you brighter.
that's true. That's true. Well, I know you've mentioned retinol a few
Okay.
times. Um, so I did want to talk about like preventative measures because I
Right.
feel like especially now for me, I want to start doing that because I'm already kind of noticing like the laugh lines that like my grandma used to have and like which is I'm totally cool with that because I just remember because that's your skin, that's in your laugh
Right.
lines. It's like it's what happens, but just to kind of maybe slow that process down or make your skin as healthy as it possibly can be. Is there anything that we should be doing
Yeah.
like
And
prevent?
I wrote a list. I don't
Oh,
want
good.
to forget
I love
anything.
it. I'm a
Um,
teacher. I love lists.
yeah, I wrote like a whole list out because I love this subject. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're out there, listen to your Auntie Jayne. Start early. And it's so funny because when I wanted to wear makeup, I was about 11.
Uh-huh.
And I'm so happy. My mother said to me, okay, you can wear eyeliner or a little blush or whatever. She goes, but I'll only let you do it if you take your makeup off at night and use moisturizer. I said, I'll do anything. I don't care. And I'm so thankful for that because that was like my introduction to taking care of my skin. And I'm glad I did that. But there's a lot of things I did that I wish I didn't. I smoked for like 2 years, so I have the lines. And I have them for another reason, which I'll get into in a second. And the worst thing is the wrinkles. That's from the sun, you know, laying out in the sun. Like I'm half Israeli. I get dark and I love being in the sun. I don't burn that much, but still, it doesn't matter if you burn or not. You're still getting the rays. You're still gonna, doesn't matter. You're still gonna damage your skin. So if I could take all that back, like not the vacations, but just literally just baking out there, sitting up on the roof in the Bronx on a black tar roof, getting like dark as, you know, like all those rays. Oh my God, I think back, I'm just like, oh my God, like what was I thinking?
Yeah, no, I'm so guilty. I used to, oh my God, this is even, I don't know. I used to do like the tanning beds.
Oh, I did that too.
Oh my gosh. And I would go like every other day. First of all, like, well, where was I getting the money to do that? And like, that was like, it's so bad, especially every other day. It's not good. So I know.
I know. And a lot of people went to clear up their skin, you know, but there's other ways to do that. I know a lot of people were acne prone said, oh, but I love the sun, you know, because it's basically drying out your skin,
Yes.
you know?
Yes.
So, I mean, remember when they had the reflectors? I don't know, you might be too young. Like, I remember my mother's friends used to put the reflectors underneath to get more. Oh, my God.
And the oil. Oil.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh
they looked like they were going to go in the oven. Showed up. I'm like, what is that? Oh, my God. I remember that. Oh, my God.
Bad. It's so bad. So,
yeah, okay. So that's, but as far as topical, okay, so first of all, let's talk about retinoids. Of course, I think that's so important. There are other forms of retinoids that I've never used, like tretinoin. There's a whole list of things. Like listen, my head can only take so much. So whatever's gonna work, I'm gonna use. So when I turned like 50, I started using I didn't get a prescription, so I used the strongest one I could get at the time over the counter, and that was it's called Differin Gel, and people use it for acne, but it has a 0.1% retinoid in it. So, like I said, I use it 3 days a week. Like if you're gonna use this, like slowly break it in. Even sometimes till this day, I'll get like dryness around here, and literally I use a little bit, like very little bit. I find that's one of the ones you can get a higher percentage online or on Target or whatever. You can get it anywhere. Right. There's also companies, like there's a company I like that sent me like a PR package once called May Love. They make a really good popular one. They're always sold out of it because it's like 0.25. It's like you could use it like every night and it's fine.
Oh, wow. That's good.
Yeah. So a lot of women like that, and they're not expensive. They're like the whole bottle was like retailed for like $23 or something. And even this is not that expensive at all. And if you're using it sparingly, like this, I can get like 2 of these and it'll last me practically all year because I'm using very little.
Right.
But I feel like that's important. The other thing that really helped me was using vitamin C serum. Okay. They're not all created equal. I need a whole hour for that, but you know, get the good kind. You don't have to spend too much money for that. I've tried some of the high end that were gifted to me in PR for like $100. Yeah. They're no different than the ones for like $40. So don't get the cheap $10 one, but like spend mediocre. Make sure it's got good ingredients in it. Keep it in your fridge. That helped with dark spots for me. And my other 2 holy grails, you know, I could talk about this all night. 2 things that saved my skin, and I've done a video on this. And now this is something I use, and it's really more for sagging than it is for wrinkles. Okay. This is called the New Face. Oh. I got the mini. It's electrical microcurrent. It's microcurrent. And you just need to use like a heat conductor on your face, and it's kind of like this. We exercise our bodies, right, to get fit. So why wouldn't we exercise our face? So I feel like with the microcurrent, you know, you're doing it, you're really helping. And I did see a difference. I did a comparison video, like one video. That's like my most popular video to date. And I did like 3 more after that. And I remember the first 6 months I used it. I'm not lying. I was at a wedding with John, and John goes, "Your skin looks really good." He goes, "What have you been doing?"
Oh, that's so
And like he never says that. And I'm like, I'm telling you, I told him it's that stupid device that you make fun of it. That you make. He said it sounds like an Atari game when I'm using it. I said, I told you it works. And then I discovered that red light therapy, which you get an attachment for that, but I got this for free. They asked me to test it out, make a video on it. They didn't pay me. They just said review it. I said, all right.
Yeah.
This is, you could do red light on this.
Cool.
I just have a separate gadget because I got it for free, so I'm using it.
Right.
But red light therapy also helped with the dark spots. I'm not a believer in that these products are just going to totally lift your face and take away your wrinkles. No, they're
Right.
more preventative. Like the new face, I feel like it's preventative. It didn't take away anything, but I feel like my face should be sagging more at this age, and it's sagging less. Like it's going to sag. It's going to happen. The only thing that's going to take it away is getting cosmetic surgery. I'm not stupid, but like, you know, little things you could do. And the red light therapy just helps with like spots.
Okay.
I saw such a difference in the spots on my face with the red light therapy. That I will tell you works.
That's so cool. I've never tried that.
Yeah, I've read so much about it, and I said, let me try. And like I've been doing it for like 2 years now, and I still have it. You could still see it, but man, did it get lighter. It used to be so much bigger, and I used to have to cover it up. Now I just have foundation on. You hardly even see it.
So
Yeah, and all the ones on this side, like I feel like it really helped. Like I may have wrinkles and things, but I'm telling you, my dark spots, they're not as bad as they could be because of
your skin always looks amazing.
I don't think so, but thank you. Like
No,
I see it every day. But I'm telling you, Christy, I'm not lying. Like using these two things, and like the new face is kind of expensive, like $200. But I've had this for like 4 or 5 years now, and it's fine.
Oh, all right.
But like think about it.
I'm all for that. Like if you're gonna invest in something, as long as it works and as long as it lasts, I'm
Right.
all for it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't think 200 is that bad.
No, not
No.
like half the things they have out there are like so expensive now. So that's actually
Yeah. Oh my God. I saw like they have the red light masks and they're like $1,000. I'm like,
but
I could buy that for 200 and just go over my face. I got to sit there with a mask. No.
they're so scary looking.
I
I don't know
know.
if I can do it. I
No. Yeah, I watch some of these YouTubers in it. I'm like, oh my God.
would have I would probably scare everyone in my house.
Nathan, God forbid he wake up and he saw you like that. Yeah, like this the rest of his life.
Something's wrong.
Yeah.
Why do you look like a Power Ranger? So
That's I'm powering up.
So
but like
when do we use, because I want to I'll have to talk to you more about getting that it's called New Face, you said?
yeah.
So when do you use that? Do you use that just at nighttime?
Well, they say when you first get to use it 7 days a week. And I did try that because I was like wanted to make the video and try it. And then after about a month, they say do it 3 to 5 days.
Oh, okay.
My aim is 3 days a week.
Right.
And if I have extra time, like I'm watching a video or scrolling through Instagram,
Yeah.
I'll do it in an extra day. But 3 days, you're fine.
That's good.
For me at least, I don't know about anybody else, but for me, 3 days is fine. 5 is great. If you go on vacation and you don't have it, it's fine too. It's not like, it's just like exercising. If you don't exercise for a week, are all your muscles going to go away? No.
Right. No, that makes sense. I like that. And it sounds like something that's very like possible to stick with because you don't have to always do it every day. So
No, and also like I kind of like it. It's like my thing I do when I watch YouTube videos. Like it kind of relaxes me in a weird way. Yeah.
Like a little massage for your face.
Right. So I'm like, oh, it's not so bad. It could be worse. And the whole like thing of doing the face takes me about 10 to 15 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's including I do the red light. The red light therapy doesn't take long. You don't have to like sit there and with it holding it for a long time on your face. You just go over the areas. It's not that hard.
Do you use those things that were so popular for a while, those like rose quartz like roller things?
I did, but I don't feel like it does anything as far as like wrinkles or sagging, but you know what it's great for is puffiness.
Okay, yes. I know sometimes I'll put mine in the freezer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then it definitely helps with that. Definitely. Yeah.
Like if I wake up and my eyes are puffy, because I get allergies too, you know, during the spring,
Yeah.
or if I drank too much,
Yeah.
I'll use the roller by my eyes, like under here, and it's so refreshing, and I feel like it depuffs my eyes. That it's good for. That I think it's good.
It's also good when you have a headache,
Yeah, I've
right?
read that. I
It's
guess that makes sense.
yeah, because if it, like that cool, like, oh, it just,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
And
no,
you're rubbing the temp, you're rubbing the area that hurts.
yeah,
Absolutely. I think for that it's great. I don't think it's anti-aging. I
right,
think it's depuffing and soothing for aches and stuff like that. Absolutely. And keeping
yeah,
it in the fridge on hand, freezer or
yeah,
whatever is great.
yeah.
I
No, I'm
definitely think that.
introduced doing that new face thing because it does make sense. Like if we are actively working on other parts of our body through exercise, why,
Right.
how, like we shouldn't be ignoring our face. That's like one of the
No,
things.
the first thing people see.
Yeah.
Um, so you were saying about preventative, and it's funny that you said that because there's two other things. One, I'm trying. I want to do it for 30 days and then make a video about it, but it's these um, patches called Frownies. I don't know if you've ever heard of them, but
No.
they've been around since 1889.
Wait, what?
1889. Five generations of women had this business, and I all like my YouTube friends use this, and I'm like, all right, I have to try it. It's not expensive. It's $23 a box. You get so many. The boxes can last you 2 months.
Okay, that's
But it's like these so there's two of them. One is like it's like these I can't explain it. I'm gonna just show you. Um, He's got a sticky side and a regular side, and then like the little squares, and you like put it on here at night, you wet it.
okay.
And then they have little ones that are like, you know, because I have it really bad lines here.
Yeah, me
So
too.
anyway, so you put it on at night, which is very funny because John goes, "We do." I said, "Experiment for you two." It's an experiment for you two. I swear to God, the way I look at night. But anyway, what it does is it trains your face not to move, so like you don't get like the levens. It helps here because you don't realize at night
Yeah.
it's probably where your face is getting the most wrinkles when you lean to the side. Like if I have my pillow and I'm going like this, look how that's doing that. And I realized, I'm like, why is this lip line wrinkle more worse than this? It's from leaning, and it does that.
That makes sense.
So I'm still in the testing phase, but so far so good
Okay.
because I changed my face. Now even during the day, I'm more self-conscious thinking about it.
Huh. That's so funny.
So I feel like it trains your face. And another thing I do is I saw this on YouTube and I've been doing it. And I sleep on a wedge pillow for two reasons.
Oh.
One, stuff that I have allergies. Did that go out? I don't know if I saw something.
Yeah, it did. My phone,
Oh,
but it's good now.
are we talking to? See, I could talk forever about it.
No, it's good. I'm using, it's so funny. I did one of those like, Christy, don't try anything new. And I was like, I'm going to try something new. And so, I'm using a different charger. And
I do that all the time.
it's so stupid. Like, cause it never works. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me. Like,
I do that all the time. I filmed a movie and I'm like, let me do something new. Well, why would I? If it's not broken, why am I trying to fix it?
we're just going live. You're just going live. But you're gonna do something new. It's all right. So it might shut off in the middle of it. It's fine. But so wait.
So the wedge pillow. Oh, the reason why I'm talking about the wedge pillow is if you're having allergy problems, it is freaking amazing for that.
Oh, I need that then.
Because you kind of lifted. If you have trouble breathing at night, it really helps. So I got it for that. and I got it for wrinkles because I am a stomach sleeper, and that's like the worst thing you can do for your face because you're smashing your face, causing wrinkles. So it kind of teaches you to lay. Now, a lot of women use it and they lay like they're in a casket. I can't do that. Like just lay there like that, straight up. No. I still go to the side, but it kind of still lifts me. So I feel like I'm on the side, but that's another thing. It's training me from not like squashing my face so much.
Okay.
It's hard to explain, but the wedge pillow kind of helped, even though I sleep on the side, from doing that.
I'm gonna get that. We got a lot of hearts for the wedge pillow right now.
Yeah. Oh, we did. Yeah, because a lot of people have it because they can't breathe, but it helps you with wrinkles.
Yes.
I can't see. I'm blind as a bat without.
Oh my
I
God.
wish there was a lotion for my eyes. Because...
Wait, you're gonna die. Listen to this. So, in addition to this nickel thing with the laptop, apparently I had to change my glasses too now.
Why?
Because they have nickel in them. I know, and I love them. So
Oh my God.
I can't, and even like I'm thinking like the doorknobs at work, like do they have it? Like I'm just gonna walk around and like
I don't know.
bubble, like it's so bad. So I know, so I know it's just so crazy. So yeah, speaking of like your face and like all of that, I had to change, and glasses. I might have to change my glasses too. But
well, I try the mineral. I keep repeating it, but I really think that might be your problem.
I'm gonna check that out. Yeah. So I need to do that. I need to try the new face and get a wedge pillow.
The wedge pillow was definitely great. I mean, I think it was like $50 something at Bed Bath and Beyond, and if you have a coupon, it's cheaper.
Yeah.
And you can wash the it comes with like a cover. You can wash it.
Okay.
But I've had it for a long time. I love it.
Yeah,
love it.
It makes a lot of sense. I mean, I definitely, because I remember when I was younger and I was sick, I would have to like, you sleep on like a couple pillows, it kind of like helps you. So I could see how the wedge pillow would work.
Yeah.
And at this time of year, I love spring, but it's brutal. Both Mason terrible allergies. And now he's playing baseball. It's out there, it's bad, like sneezing a million times. So I'm gonna get that. Yeah,
that definitely helps. And does he have problems breathing at night?
Well, yes. So he did have asthma, not so much anymore. I think he's kind of like me. Like I had it when I was younger. So, and then I grew out of it. So I think he's kind of like growing out of it, which is good. But this time of year, it's just he's had.
Yeah, you can't. Everybody gets it.
Yeah.
Like I'll get it sporadically. I get it more. I get like eye watering.
Oh yeah.
A lot of that.
Oh, it's such a beautiful thing, but you feel like garbage.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so helpful. And I think I definitely am excited to add some things to my self-care regimen. I think, thank you for
And there's one more thing I just wanted to mention. Yeah. I just didn't want to forget because I have my notes because you were talking about breakouts.
Yes. Yeah.
So another thing I got, it's new, not expensive, and don't laugh, okay?
Okay.
And no animals are harmed because I'm into cruelty-free. But snail mucin, okay, has been in beauty products forever. Like as a matter of fact, years and years and years ago, when I did a shoot for It Cosmetics before I think they got bought by Estee Lauder, someone bought them. It was for their CC cream when it first came out, and you had to test it or whatever. And I said, I love this stuff. I said, what is in it? Because I didn't break out anything. She goes, oh, snail secretion. I was like, what?
Oh my God.
So apparently the Koreans, they know skincare. They have the best skincare. They have beautiful skin. They are up on everything. They've been using it for years, and they don't harm the snails. They don't get harmed. They're not robbing them of anything. The snails secrete it, and the secretion is for babies or to give life to something else. They just secrete it, and that's it. So the snails are treated like dogs because they're looked upon like, oh my God, like we need it.
Right.
So but I got this it's snail essence, and I got it, I forgot where I got it from, but it's like $23, like a big.
Okay, that's good for that price too.
Yeah, and you don't need a lot, and it's a little slimy, but I've heard that people who have acne and breakouts, now I'm using it, supposedly helps for wrinkles, just like the different gel. use it and they say that their skin improved.
Huh.
So you might want to look into that too. And
I
it's
mean, like,
not expensive.
how more natural can you get?
Right.
All right, I need to try that.
So I wanted to mention that. I didn't want to forget that. That's another thing that I'm actually testing out for a future video, but a lot of people are using it now.
Oh, that's so cool. And I've never heard of that. I'm telling you, I will try anything because it might seem like so it's like, oh, like breakouts and stuff like that. But like if you have a breakout and it's like an allergy also induced like break,
Right.
so painful. So painful. So I definitely am gonna look into. I'm gonna try anything. I have like a whole list now of things that I have to go try.
Yeah, I did when I left. When we say our goodbye, let's tell you the list that I did the skincare, but I can add like those 2 makeup things. I have a separate makeup book. I don't even think it's on there.
That
I don't have time to do all this. It's like linking. Oh, it's like I'm a linking queen now. But like I want to help people. Like some of it's affiliate link, some of it isn't. But it's like I love talking about this stuff and I love helping people. Like when people write to me and tell me, oh my God, I love that stuff you recommended. Like I feel good because I made some woman feel good about herself. So I'm all for it.
No, I love that. That's good for you for doing that, Jayne. We need more people like that to like want to like help out and like share what's working for them.
I love it.
Yeah, no, that's great. That's so good. I mean, I'm telling you, it's I don't know where all these allergies came from, but it definitely could take your breath away sometimes. Like
Oh yeah, and it's frustrating.
yeah, and it does like it definitely stresses you out. It definitely and because at first they thought that I had psoriasis.
Right.
So I was looking into like a lot of like groups like that of people. There's like support groups of people who because it's just so painful. So it's bad. So what you're doing is fantastic because you're like helping people feel good inside about themselves, and then also possibly like pain and like
Right.
that's
And a lot of it's true, and a lot of women my age, and I get it. Like, it's hard. Like you see the changes because you don't feel the same way inside. Like I still feel like I'm 30, like in my head, in the way I want to live my life. But like you see yourself looking old in the mirror, and I'm not saying like, okay, it's okay to age.
right.
But if you want to just like make these small improvements without cosmetic surgery, I don't,
It's just like anything else. It's just like eating healthy, you
Right.
want, like be, love your body and take care of it and make it like
Right.
possibly be. Yes, no, but what you're doing is amazing. It really,
Yeah.
and
Thank you.
know so much.
Oh, because I do my research because I have to make sure when I do my YouTube videos and talk about things, I don't need the comments like, you don't know what you're talking about.
Right.
Or like, you're not a skin person. I'm not, but this is what
But
works.
that's why I like following you because you're like you're the real deal. You're not just like doing it just to like PR, just to like you're doing it because you learned about it and it worked for you and you're sharing it. So that's what I love. And not only are your videos and your content and like helpful and informative, but they are entertaining.
I try.
Yeah, like your recipe videos, especially the ones that John is in, are so good. They're so good.
Thank you. I'm thinking of giving them their own channel. I think I'm going to separate them because
and I know it's funny, it's when you get a recipe and it's like attached to a blog and you have to like scroll to like get to the actual. I feel like though with your videos, I want more. Like because it's like it's entertaining.
thanks. Yeah. I always tell John, yeah.
I love
Like,
it.
thank you. And like I always say to him, like you see us banter, I'm like B-roll, this, that. I'm like, don't take too long. He gets me, I'm like, all right, don't take too long. Because people don't want like there's a reason why when you go to a blogger's recipe, it says jump to recipe. Right. I don't need to hear that your grandmother passed down the recipe and blah blah blah. Like, I'm sorry, it's great, but it's like I just want to make this dish. So I try to like make the video fast and moving and talk about the grandmother something while we're showing it.
Right.
It's different.
It's entertaining. I love it. And I like that you're so real because you'll post the bloopers also, which is like one of my favorite things.
That they really happen. My favorite blooper, though, was when we did one with my father-in-law, my mother-in-law,
That's
and my mother-in-law, she went to turn off the mixer. Like she went to take the thing out, and she didn't realize it was still plugged in.
oh, no.
And she jumped, and it was just like I was editing it, and I was laughing so hard. I stepped away from the computer because it's just like she's priceless. Like she's a treasure.
Yeah.
And the two of them together, it was hysterical.
I love memeing. That video is hilarious.
Yeah, I think she's gonna do a cooking video with me alone this summer, so I'm excited.
Great. Oh, I look forward to
I hate the way I look on camera, is what she said. I'm like, you think anybody likes the way you look? Just do it.
Yeah, I know it's so funny. Yeah, I'm like the hearing yourself and seeing yourself. If you don't do it like often, I know it could be like so hard. But she's a natural. She's a pro.
Oh my gosh, she's the best.
Oh, Jayne, thank you so much. I love hanging out with you, and
I know, it's fun.
it's so fun, and I like that we've learned so much today. Thank you for helping me with the issues that I have. I'm definitely going to take your tips and suggestions, and and it's interesting because since sharing a lot in stories about like this whole allergy journey that I'm gone on that I don't want to be on. A lot of people I've been talking to have the same issue. So you're going to help a lot of people out who I follow. So thank you for.
Yeah, I feel like, it could be minerals in the makeup.
Yeah.
Look for talc. A lot of people are allergic to the talc, which talc isn't good for you anyway.
Yeah.
It could be anything. I had, way back when I modeled, I also did some makeup on the side. There were a couple of girls who were allergic to latex. Latex is in some things, or even with gloves. Like if you're doing something, latex. A lot of people are allergic to latex, I found out.
Well, I did
And
do
it's in a couple of things.
I did do a skin test, that thing where like they put the stickers on your back and like, oh my gosh. And it was like pages upon pages of things that I'm allergic to. But but one of the biggest things was nickel. So I don't know. I'll have to let you know how the laptop thing works out. I mean, who's allergic to their laptop? That's so weird.
No, try that. I bet you it's the mineral makeup.
But it might be. I think you're right. So I have to look into it. I mean, I don't know. I use the Tarte brand of makeup. So, and I know there's minerals in the pressed powder that I use from them. So I have to maybe switch that out for something else. Yeah, definitely have to go makeup-less, which is good because it saves me 15 minutes in the morning, 10, 15 minutes. I could sleep in.
No, wait a second. I always say you should always have one ugly day a week. I have one or two ugly days a week, which means that's my day to have like no makeup on, not do my hair, not care, whatever. Like you got to give your skin a break.
No, that's so true though. That's true. Yeah, I like that idea. And I mean, I've had 3 ugly days this week. I don't know. I'm bad at it though. So before we pull our winner for the raffle, thank you so much, by the way.
Right. Oh, I want to show you what I have. So just real quick. So this company came to me. I did a YouTube video for them, and what I like about them, they're all natural.
Nice.
They ferment their ingredients, so there's no chemicals like they do food. And this was the mask. It's like a yellow mask, and I usually use a hydrating mask. This is their clay mask, but the reason why I liked it is because even though I felt like it took out all the impurities, it didn't dry my skin.
Oh, nice.
So I really like it. And they also have a serum, if you're interested, that I really like. But the mask has become my new favorite.
Oh, awesome.
Because it's cleansing. But when I took it off, I wasn't like, ugh, that feeling when you do like a clay mask? And you're like,
yes.
Yeah, I don't like that feeling. But this gave me like a little bit of tightness and a little bit of moisturizing at the same time.
Oh, that's awesome.
Really good.
Well, thank you for sharing that with someone. I'm so excited to see who wins. It's so generous of you. Thank you. I really
Yeah, no problem. I have a whole pack here. There's 3 of them in there. It's all wrapped. I'll
awesome.
mail it out myself.
Oh, thank you, Jayne. So before we do that, where can everyone find you online? Because I know we mentioned your YouTube a little bit. Where can we find you?
Okay, so if you want to go to any of my social media outlets, you can go into my Instagram, and the link in my bio is my link tree with everything in it. I'm going to put at the top, I'm going to put a link to some of the stuff that we talked about. They are affiliate links. Some are, some aren't, whatever. And then I put something for the masks, and I put something for the company City Beauty that I'm with.
Nice.
And like I said, some are, some aren't. Some I make money, no extra cost to you. You know, this is what I do. This is how I afford to buy all this stuff to try out for everybody. But, you know, I'm lucky that some companies will sponsor me, or say, you know, if not sponsoring me, you know, we could do affiliate links. But a lot of times they'll give you coupon codes. I have coupon codes for those things.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
But yeah, like, and get it where you want. You use them, you don't have to use them. It doesn't matter. I don't care. But I'll put it in the Instagram bio.
Thank you so much. That's awesome. I love a good coupon code, so that's good. Thank you
Yeah.
for sharing that. That's helpful. Awesome. Okay, so I did like the old fashioned.
You put the names in a hat?
Yeah, for real. I put them in a boho.
Cinco de Mayo.
I put them in a boho basket. So I have them all in here. I went through and I looked at, you know, all the people who had entered. And so I wrote everyone's name on here. So I don't know. I shook them up really good. They're all kind of, as you can see, I can't see it. And it's so, usually Mason picks the winner.
Oh,
I know, he's sleeping. All right, let's see who wins. I'm so excited. Okay. So the winner of the mask is Allison Caton.
woohoo!
Allison! I'm so excited. She's a friend of mine, and she's gonna love it. I know it. She's going to love
Okay,
it.
good.
Yay! I'm so
Yay!
excited. Allison! And she, you know what's so funny is she entered and she said, Chrissy, I never win anything. So I'm so glad you won.
Well, the only stipulation is she has to let us know how she likes it.
Yes. Oh, she's here. She said, yay, with a heart. Congratulations, Allison. Yeah, so Allison, you got to try it and let us know what you think and how you like it. It sounds like an amazing mask. So I
love it.
Like dry you out. So that sounds like a good one to try out. So thank you for sharing that, Jayne. I'm so excited for Allison to try it out. Yay. And I said we have to have a spa day. So
yeah,
Allison, I don't know, maybe we should do like a spa day since you won.
wait, I'm just looking at, oh, she just wrote, yay. Yay. I can see the comments on the bottom.
Oh, so that was awesome. I'm so glad. See, Allison, you did win. Oh, well, this was so much fun, Jayne.
Yes.
You and thank you for helping us make sure that we are taking care of ourselves, and you know, self-care is so important, and
It is.
it really is. It's important, and so thank you for helping us do that and achieve that, and hopefully, you know, someone learned about their new favorite product today. I know I did.
Or what they could possibly be allergic to.
Oh my God, the worst. I'm telling you, I'm gonna look into that. I'm gonna change out that pressed powder, and I'm going to look into that new face thing, and the slug thing. So many things you shared.
Snail thing, yeah.
Oh, slug.
Snail and slugging. Slug and snail.
See, this is why I'm not the skincare expert. I'm like, yeah, just put some slug stuff on your face. It's great. Oh my Lord. Well, on that note, thank you so much.
Welcome.
This was a blast, and hopefully I'll get to see you at work someday soon.
Yeah, I'm thinking about, I'll talk to you about it. I might come in Memorial Day. I may not be needed in Massapequa. I don't think so. So I'll come, maybe I'll come up.
Oh, I would love to see you. That would be great. We'll have to do like some videos and stuff. That'd be
yeah. Definitely.
Oh, thank you so much for taking the time to do this. I really appreciate it.
No problem. My pleasure.
No, thank you. And I know everyone watching is going to appreciate it, because I know I've been talking to a lot of people who have skin issues and stuff. So you are going to be such a blessing for so many people. So thank you.
Yes.
Yay, and congratulations, Allison. All right,
Yes, congratulations.
we'll have to do this again, definitely.
I just have to get her address.
Yeah.
So Allison, whoever you want to send it to, you can send it straight to me on Instagram just so I know to send it to you. I have the address.
Okay, perfect. Oh, and our friend Jess in the class, she's friends with Allison and me, so she's happy. Yay! See, and Allison said she doesn't win anything. I'm so happy she won. All right, Jayne, thank you again so much. This was such a blast, and we'll do it again soon, okay?
Yes, definitely. Have a good night.
See you. Bye, guys.
Bye.